So good afternoon once again. So yesterday we were discussing about the commercial off-the-shelf components, CPLD, FPLD, right? So next topic is your on memory. So different types of memory we are going to read. So for you it will be memory with only three types of memory you will be remembering. One is read-only memory, one is random access memory, and one is your cache memory or flash memory. So here what type of memory it is available. So we are going to discuss. Okay. So memory is an important part of the processor, everything. So everybody knows what is the use of a memory, what it does. But we are still unaware of what functions is been carried out in this memory. Okay. So memory is it is just like a it not just like a it is a storage device. Okay, it is just like a coder, right? So how much data you want in that coder you wanted to dump or you wanted to see, check. So in the memory there is only two options. Either you can read the data or you can write the data. So these are the two most important instructions when you take up this memory concept. Okay. So how you are reading the data, how you are writing the data. So those are all the things which is extra thing which you should know. But what is reading data and what is writing data? So reading data means whatever data present in the memory that you are able to just read, you are not able to change. Okay, you are not able to change. So whatever the question paper, if I post in the assignment, you are able to see it, but you are not able to modify it because I have not given any permission for you to edit. Okay, if it go for a collaborative whiteboard, then what happens? I can also write parallelly. You can also write in the same board, right? That is the difference you can found. So that we call it as a collaborative whiteboard, or you can write your data, you can update your data. So these two are the important factors which you can find. So off chip memory, off chip memory, so internal memory, external memory, that is what he is speaking here. So all concept you might be familiar, that is why I will go a little bit fast in this section. Okay, so program says the storage memory. So you are having this code memory which will be present in your read-only memory. So your source code will be present in this read-only memory. Apart from this memory, you are having these different types. One is flash memory, one is non-volatile random access memory, one is electrical erasable programmable read-only memory EEP ROM, erasable program programmable read-only memory, masked ROM, which is your this one, right? Then we have programmable read-only memory, or what OTP, one type programmable memory. So these are the different types of memory we have, and these we will be using based on the applications. Okay, based on the different application which is suitable, we are going to use. Okay, so classification of memory, if they ask, so you have to draw this block diagram and explain individual each of these memory types. Okay, so we will go with one of the type. What is masked ROM? It is a one type programmable device. It is used for hardware technology for storing data. The device is factorily programmed by masking the metallization program at the time of production itself. So mobile phone, source code, everything it is already done and we are using that one. Okay. So I am not writing any code for mobile phone and dumping. If any software it has to be updated, so OS will update, but your hardware will not update. Okay, so we are not doing anything. So processor like laptop, processor like television, so all these are with a mask drop we will call. So it is a low cost for high value production. Limitation is inability to modify the device firmware against firmware upgrades. right? So only it is upgrading the thing, it is been provided. So you cannot change the hardware, because hardware you got to change, you have to buy due of the time. So this is one type of memory. So different mechanism used for processing this is the creating of an enhancement by creating either a standard transistor or a high threshold value. So all those stuff will be there. Programmable read-only memory or a one-time programmable memory. It is one time you are going to fix, it is not going to change, right? So pre-program already all data will be present. So only we need to map it. It is just like your Google Drive, right? So it is programmed to collect the response. So it will collect all your response and it will store it to my drive, right? So this is about all programmable device. Programmable, again, it is with respect to the what values you are going to store. So it will store either a value 0 or it will store either a value of 1. So the default stage is logic 1, which is been which is observed here. So logic 1 indicating that whereas data is present or not blown. If data is 0, so we can tell that it has been burnt, right? So you can observe the fumes which you will get when I misplace my IC. Maybe in the lab, if you reverse the IC and keep and give the power supply, it will burn, right? Because those are all programmable read-only memory. Which what you are writing code to dump for temporarily. That is a thing. So it is just like a flash which you are going to use, right? Then we have a erasable programmable read-only memory. So whatever program you are done, you can erase that one. So that is a feature which we have here. Okay. So I have written a program, but program somewhere I have done a mistake. So there is an option given for me to erase that memory and I can do. So example is your hardware kit which you are going to use. HDL also we have used. Now app processor also we will be using. So there it is nothing but your erasable programmable read-only memory. This one you can have your data, you can erase the data and again you can dump your program once again. Okay. Electrical erasable, that is different. So that is with respect to the power supply. If power supply goes, so your data also will be lost. Again you need to reinstall or you need to give the data once again, right? So all these features I will be doing. Electrical erasable is on. It is just like a power supply dependent. If power supply is on, it will be on, otherwise it is off. The limitation here is about the only kilobytes compared to your standard RAM. Then we have this flash memory. So flash memory is again a temporary memory only for short duration of time. And if I wanted to do some processing operation, so I will be utilizing this flash, right? So what is the advantage of this flash, you may be asking, right? So answer is that, so this is my processor, so this is the memory location, right? I have written the code, right? So it will access this memory, read the memory, confirm what data is there, and I will store that result into this memory. So it is taking lot of time to check what data it is, to check what data processing, and to check what is the result. So here wasting so much of time here. So what I will do, I will have one flash memory here present, right? It will be also present in the processor. So it will take this data, it will process that data and store that result into this memory, right? So this is acting like a in between, right? So it will take, use that one and then store the data into the final memory. So the duration or execution time is very fast. That is why they call the name it as a flash. Okay, flash memory is a variation of EEPROM. It combines the reprogrammable of EEPROM with a high capacity of standard ROMs. Flash is the latest ROM technology, most popular ROM technology used in today's embedded system. Flash memory is organized as a sector blocks or pages. Okay. Flash memory stores information in an array of floating gate MOSFET transistor. The erasing of memory can be done at sector level or page level without affecting other sectors or pages. Each sector page should be erased before reprogramming. The typical erasable capacity of flash is 1000 cycles. So this is the speed at which it will work. Right. So this is the information about the flash memory. Non-volatile memory is a random access memory. So it contains static RAM based memory with a minute battery for providing supply to the memory. The memory and battery are packed together in a single package. The lifespan of a non-volatile memory is expected to be around 10 years. This is just like your what we call hard disk. Okay, hard disk, what we call that, we call it as a non-volatile memory, right? Why? Because whatever how much data you can take, everything it will be storing that one, but that will be for not more than this 10 years of data. Okay, so these are different classification: read write memory, or we call it as a random access memory. So random access memory, it is what it will do these two operation. That is why I have already said that this read and write instructions are very important. So in this type of memory, I can alter the data and I can check the data for those data which I have updated. That is the different thing which you can observe here. Right. So everywhere now for the fixed processors and everything you are using read only memory, but for other purposes we have to go for this random access memory. It is a direct access memory. This is contrast to the sequential access memory. Some and everything you might have observed. So read write memory, again you are having three types. What is static RAM, what is dynamic RAM, what is non-volatile RAM. Right. So different application where you will be using different things. Static RAM, so your memory, location, data, everything it will be fixed. So if I want to do multiplication, so if I use static RAM, so that result should be stored into this particular location only. So I will fix that one. Okay. Suppose if I say, so this is my data 1, this is my data 2, this is my result. So data 1 should be always present in this location. Data should 2 should be present in this location, and my result should be stored into this location only. Right. So this is a fixed step that we call it as a static RAM. What about dynamic RAM? If location is available, go and sit that data into this location. If location is free, go and sit into that location. If data location is free, you display the result in this location. So it is not fixed. Right. So in the lab also, we are processing the data. Right. So we are taking or giving the storing the data into the location or into that area. But which location it is going to sit, so we are not aware of that. Is it or no? So that is why, so when I give the data, it was going and storing your R0 data, it was storing in 120 location. Then your R1 data was storing in 124 location. So why 120, why 124? You have observed that it should be of 32-bit link. Now my question is that why it went and sit into that location? Why for every, because in my memory, in my processor, the location was 120. Okay. For you executed in your desktop, your location also was 120. Can you tell me why it is not changed? Or you are telling that it is a static RAM? Can anyone tell me what is why is the reason, or what is the reason why it is storing into that 120 location? Can anyone tell me? Or can anyone, what is the reason for it? Can you think of? Anybody can think of that why it is so? Reply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ರವಿ ತೇಜ. Ravi Teja,
Yes, sir.
ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ 120 ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಹತ್ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಏನಾದರೂ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್? ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾನ. 120 is my lucky number, that is why I'm getting result in that location. Is this the answer? Hello. Some reason it should be there, right? Can anyone tell why? What is the reason? ರವಿ ತೇಜ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್, ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್
ಸರ್
ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ರೀಸನ್ ಅದು? ಹೇಳು. ಏನ್ ರೀಸನ್ 120ನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ನಿಮ್ ಸರ್ ಫೇವ್ರೆಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅದು?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಫೇವ್ರೆಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? What about others? Annapurna?
I don't know, sir.
At least you have to think, no? There should be some logic. Bhumika?
Sir, I too don't know, sir.
Chaya Girish? Chaya Girish? ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಥರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ರೈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಲೋಯರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ. Those who are active, I will give attendance. Those who are not active, I will mark absent. ಇದು 46 ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 46 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಬ್ಬಿ. Around only 5 to 6 people are active, that's all. See, when I was discussing in module 1 or module 2, I had classification of my memories. Okay, so this memory is for code memory. This memory is for static memory, right? Static RAM. So this was around 0.5 GB. So he was giving what is the address. For static RAM, he was giving what is the address. So now you will come to know it was the static RAM which we were using. And it was having some address. Okay, static address or the end address. And that address only we are using in our practicals also. In this simulation tool also. That is why your address is that value. Okay. Now you remember that it is static RAM which was present. Yes or no? ಡಾಪಾ ಬಂತ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಕೊಡಿ. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ನೀವೇ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಎಡ್ಡ ಡಾಪಾ ಇದೋ ಫಿಗರ್ ಅದು. ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ NN. ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ ಎನೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಿನಗೆ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ huh? ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ನಿನಗೆ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನ
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್.
ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸೌಂಡ್ ನೋಡು
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಇದು ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು.
ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್
ಸರ್
ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡು okay leave so we will be using this static RAM for that purpose which we are going to use because dynamic program we are not assigning because there is no peripherals which has been presented there. So you have to understand for the simulation this software, the Keel software, it is going to use this static RAM. Neither it is going to use the dynamic nor it is going to use the volatile memory. So these two are not supportable for the Keel software. For Keel software, this is a static RAM which is supportable. Why this is supportable? Because it will allocate the location prior. That is the advantage. So if I execute from my laptop or if you execute from your laptop, the address value, everything it will be same. It is not going to change. Okay. Fine. So we will continue this. So a static RAM stores the data in the form of voltage. They are made up of flip-flops. It is the fastest form of RAM available. It typically implements a static RAM cell in bits in realized with a 6 transistor. 4 of the transistor are used for building the latch part of the memory cell and 2 of for the controlling action. So for the static memory you require one power supply, you require one reset value and you require 4 memory slot for storing the data. So typical MOSFET feature which is given for your static RAM. Right. So structure you can observe here. It will be looking like this. Your IC which is there, right? If you have done your logic design lab, digital system design lab. So you are having this IC, right? 7496, 7498, 7400, some IC it is there. So it is having few of the pins here, right? So maybe around 8 pins will be present. 6 here, 6 here or 8 there or 8 here. So pin will be there. So this pin will be for power supply and this pin will be for your reset pin. Okay. Next what happens, there will be a transistor here like AND gate. So this will be your input and this will be your output. Okay. So again there will be AND gate. So this will be your input and this will be your output. Right. So this will be your IC's transistor present. So this is a AND gate which I have got. At this AND gate, you will be writing in the MOSFET value. So this is a MOSFET which you are going to use. Right. So still we have many more subjects like VLSI, analog board, VLSI, microelectronics. So our subject you are going to learn about this transistor, how you are going to build the circuit. Okay. Static RAM one latch reading and writing part it is there. So this will be enabled. So it will be able to write your data, or if this enabled, so it is going to just read the data. So still detailed explanation we will take up in the next class because already it is 12:26. Another 4 minutes we will be having the test. quiz. Okay, so it will be downloaded. Sorry, it is scheduled at 12:30. You will get it. Okay, so we'll stop now. Here, you'll wait for another 2-3 minutes because I wanted to make sure you are getting that assignment quiz. Wait for another 3 minutes. You'll get the questions. And duration is 20 minutes. You have to use the same PDF for the answers. You can search it and you can write it. All of you have practiced the program, first program in the Kill software. Practice ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
Sir, I got the output, sir.
You are having issue, right?
Sir, I had an issue, but I got the output, sir.
Okay, what fault was there?
Sir, I could not identify the fault, sir. Sir, as you have posted in the group, I've just copy pasted. That's all, sir.
Okay, okay.
And I was unable to identify the mistake, sir. Unfortunately.
I saw that your code which was there, it was all in caps.
Is it so?
It was case sensitive or something like that. I was also searching, but I also couldn't find out.
That's not the fault, sir. It's not a case sensitive language.
That is why I thought it will not come error because it is not case sensitive.
Yes, sir. What I thought was there was a difference in space, sir. The space.
For the area part or for others?
Maybe main, the main, sir, export main, as well as underscore main, and
Okay,
the end,
okay.
sir.
But you got right output?
Yeah, sir, I got the output by just copying your code and then pasting there.
But you need to type it.
Oh, exactly. I was wrong there. I could not identify my faults there.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Other programs you are trying?
No, sir, I've not yet tried as I have not get cleared with the doubts, sir. Because
But
I
other
did not.
programs have explained, no, like factorial of a number, sum of
Yes,
5 number.
yes, sir. But still, if I copy paste, then I'll not be able to understand the program as well, sir. I'll not.
Don't copy, you can type it no once again.
Even if I type, I don't get the outputs. That is where the problem is.
You have tried same program again, you have written, but you are not getting.
No, sir, I'm not getting the output. That's the problem.
I think majority of them would have only copied and pasted.
Might be, sir.
That is why. Okay. In examination also you will type in text and you will copy and paste and execute. Huh?
No, sir. We need to write and we need to execute.
Okay. Assignment you got? Sorry,
Yes,
quiz. Quiz it is available, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have 20 minutes of time to do that one.